Thanks so much for tuning into the TV show. Don't forget, you can listen to our podcast anywhere you listen to podcasts. We put exclusive content on the podcast every single day. And follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and join our subreddit on reddit.com/r/Jalen and Jacoby. Welcome back to Jalen and Jacoby. Ryan Russillo still with us. And Jalen, you know I don't like to compliment you too often.
Never.
You know I don't like to say you're right.
Notice that.
You know I don't like to
Never.
big you up that much. It's just part of my nature. I apologize. I love you. But this time you were right. You said into this microphone in this room like 2 months ago, maybe even 3 months ago, that the Le'Veon Bell thing is going to have a domino effect.
Oh, yeah.
And other players are going to see that blueprint and then enact it. Well, Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk has said that Ezekiel Elliott has privately said that he would hold out of training camp unless he got a new contract. Now, they might be talking about next year. They might be talking about this year. These are just rumors. But you specifically said that he would go the same way Levy.
The Podfather introduced us to a term, pre-agency. And it's literally taking over the NBA. You saw it happen with Anthony Davis that led to him getting to the Lakers. Now, in particular, football players at the running back position have to take control of their own destiny. When you watch Todd Gurley get paid and you're Melvin Gordon, you're like, wait a minute. I need to get paid before I go into this year, my last year of my deal.
And my knee's better than his.
And then you're Ezekiel Elliott. You're like, I got 2 years left. I might as well start having this conversation right now. So just like in the NBA, they have a Larry Bird exception, the NFL collective bargaining might as well get ready for the Le'Veon Bell exception because it's coming. And Ezekiel Elliott is going to be a guy that I believe his scenario is going to mirror Le'Veon's in a lot of ways.
What do you think, Ryan?
If you're looking at the Le'Veon Bell blueprint, you should be going, okay, I don't want to do that because he didn't make back all of this money that everybody thought he was going to make back. Like, people thought with all of the cap space that was out there that maybe somebody who just needed to sign somebody to get to that salary floor in the NFL, because they have that too, like the NBA, but they can roll it over. Maybe just somebody who's a boring franchise, front loads the hell out of it, gives all this guaranteed money. When all the numbers came out and the averages on it, that's a $13 million chunk that he just didn't make, that I don't know that he's ever going to make up. And the Gurley contract, as much as you would as a player go, hey, I'm this guy, that's what I want, the Rams shouldn't have given him that contract. And I said that before the injury problems. They gave him that guaranteed money at a position that doesn't really deserve it anymore. They gave it to him before they had to, like a year ahead of time. So that deal didn't make any sense in a lot of NFL teams. So when players are looking at that, saying, I want the Gurley deal, it doesn't even matter if you're not Gurley in his prime. Other teams thought that deal made no sense. So it's unfortunate for the running backs at that position, but I don't see any other way where it works out where they also getting paid again.
Well, Bob Myers wasn't just talking about Kevin Durant yesterday. He was asked about the acquisition of D'Angelo Russell, and here's what he had to say.
I mean, I know it's been written and speculated, and that's fine. That's what everybody's job is to do. We didn't sign him with the intention of just trading him. We haven't even seen him play in our uniform yet, and a lot of people have us already trading him. That's not how we're viewing it. Let's just see what we have. Let's see what he is. Let's see how he fits.
So, Jalen, I don't think he's lying, but do you think he's telling the whole truth?
Not the whole. What is he supposed to say?
Exactly.
We're going to let this guy play 15 games and flip him for a big. You know, like, what is he supposed to say? He can't do that. And if you look at the scenarios, KD getting injured allowed them to actually get something in return for him. D'Angelo Russell. Look at Toronto. They got nothing in return for Kawhi Leonard. So if you're Bob Myers, you're feeling good about the fact that you did get an asset worth $100 million coming off his first All-Star game, that now once Klay Thompson returns, we all know you can't have those two guys, him and Klay, along with Steph and Draymond, all making $100 million on the same Golden State Warriors roster.
This is the same exact thing as Tobias Harris saying, you should see Ben Simmons shoot in practice. Okay?
I was guarding him at the three line.
Lights out.
We played horse. We made it to S, bro. So I am totally with Jalen on this one. He can't answer this any other way. I mean, I think he even tells you all the speculation is accurate in part of that answer where he goes, can we just see him first?
Right.
Like,
He didn't play. You know what he looks like in the
He didn't
uniform.
say, hey, this is somebody that we wanted to be here long term.
We've got plans for this to work him into our offense.
Absolutely, man. This is the job now as a general manager. It's not just who can we draft or who can we recruit and who can we do. How can I make sure I don't have zero coming back for a guy like Durant going out?
Well, there is another guard on the market. J.R. Smith has been waived by the Cavs. Woj said it's unlikely he will sign with the Warriors. Jalen.
Lakers,
I'm sorry.
and Warriors probably though.
Probably
Not
unlikely.
in
Also unlikely. Woj didn't say it, but also unlikely. Good save. Jalen, what do you think the future is for Mr. Smith in the NBA?
Does Houston have a roster spot?
Yeah, I'm sure they do at this point.
As a knockdown three-point shooter, you just added Russ to go with Harden. They're going to need catch-and-shoot players. Championship pedigree. If I was looking for a landing spot, I would say the Rockets.
What do you think?
It has to be a veteran team like that. I mean, it has to be somebody where here's your role, come in, take shots, and that's going to kind of be it. We're not going to ask too much of you. But yeah, Houston's always doing stuff at the end of their roster. I think that's a good call.
Well, you can listen to Ryan Russillo on the Russillo Pod and the new SVP and Russillo podcast, and you can always get Jalen Jacoby. We always put exclusive content on our podcast. Make sure you're subscribed to that.
On your podcast, do you unbutton one more or do you button up?
I've done it without my shirt.